Now to a News 15 update on this week's crash on I-49 that left a 17-year-old high school student fighting for her life. The crash is putting a renewed focus on the lack of seatbelt use here in our state. News 15's Will Heron shows us how the alarming trend can easily be reversed and could save lives.
According to that Louisiana seatbelt study, Louisianans are wearing their seatbelts much less year after year. Now, according to safety experts and the police, the failure of that 17-year-old Carencro High School student to wear her seatbelt led to her being ejected as her vehicle rolled on I-49.
Oh man, this was something that I've never seen before a day in my life. I was driving from Ville Platte on I-49 near the Gloria Switch exit, and I actually saw the car turn on its side, kind of barrel. So the car was just flipping.
News 15's Drakkar Francois witnessed the crash. He saw the 17-year-old young lady being ejected from the vehicle and then lying along the roadway as first responders would tend to her injuries. She's hospitalized with critical injuries, lucky to be alive. I spoke with Ron Jackowski, who is the Acadiana Planning Commission's Safety Transportation Coordinator. He says there's no doubt seatbelts save lives, but despite that fact, some of us make excuses not to buckle up.
You'll hear a lot of reasons. Inconvenient. There's certain myths that float around out there that people believe that if they're belted in and they're in a bad crash, they won't be able to get out. And I call them myths because, not saying that they don't happen, but those are the rare, very extremely rare exceptions that a car is damaged so bad that a person can't get out from behind the seatbelt.
According to the statewide seatbelt study, there was a decline last year in the percentage of drivers and passengers using seatbelts. That decline was particularly noteworthy among those traveling in pickup trucks, like in the case of the Carencro wreck. Jackowski has a message for those not willing to buckle up.
If all you're doing at that point is essentially saying, take me anytime you want, because you cannot completely predict when a crash is going to happen, how severe that crash is going to be.
He also had a message specifically about the I-49 crash.
To the family of this young girl, to have to bear witness, as you will, to what's happened, this tragic crash. But I promise you, they're going to talk about it. And I wish it were the other way around. I wish people were talking about it and practicing it before we had this happen.
According to that Louisiana seatbelt study, apparently pickup drivers and their passengers are the ones that only buckle up about 77.4% of the time, which is the lowest of any categories. I'm Will Heron, hoping you buckle up and stay safe.